Hello guys, welcome back to MotoGP here with another video. I can never say that properly in English, I don't know, so I'm just going to go with it and always say it quickly, and it's never going to be in English properly, so that's just the way it's going to be. On with this qualifying lap. You may be wondering, this is bikes on a F1 channel. What? Yes, we are going to bring in some MotoGP, some league racing with it, and let's see how this goes. 5 minutes left on the clock then, with this our first flying lap, and I believe it was our only flying lap because we did chuck it up the road quite a few times in quali. I think we only clipped like one of those, plus there's a bunch of crashes. You don't probably be interested in crashing, but we crossed the line anyway. It's a fast lap for 31.6. Now, we validated this lap already, but I was pushing on because I thought I nailed the first sector, but carrying through this left-hander in turn 6 and tucked the front, and down we go. And yeah, that is 4.5 minutes left on the clock, and we just chucked it up the road. We need to get into the pits very quickly here. 3 minutes 35 seconds to go. This is man JJ's POV of him tucking the front as he goes into gravel trap there. But we're on pole position for this Grand Prix. So there we go, 98 on the bike there. That is us. Our helmet's also interesting. I don't know if you like the helmet. I'll change it if you don't for tomorrow's race, which by the way is round 1, Qatar. This is the test race, don't forget, but we're still going to send it 5 red lights from where we go. Well, 10 red lights, I don't know. Heading into turn 1, look, JJ cuts for a huge lunge to P2 there. Nice move from the lads. First overtake already seen from him, so that's a nice move from him. Coming out to this turn 4, I believe that one is. And this is into turn 5, if I can count. No. Yeah, this is probably turn 5, turn 6. Which means the corner we crashed at was turn 7. That is my bad for getting my maths wrong, but you can always rely on that. Going through this turn 7, then on the limit, as you can see, on the throttle as well. And we've got the advantage and the whole shot early on in this Grand Prix. To see what my competition's going to be like, we've already built a gap. But I am good at winning it. That is something I'm definitely good at. But yes, moving on here, on to lap 1, still with the advantage. Sorry, I had to pause that just then. We'll go with it and stay with it. And I don't know if I was halfway through a sentence when I had to pause it, as someone walked into my room. That's the way it goes in life. But I refuse to give up with this one. We're going to send it anyway. As behind us, it looks like Zombie has got past JJ in the bottom left corner. Saw a change the lead. Yeah, these little things you notice when you're winning a race. As Posey's crashed. Oh, that's not good for his race at all. I gotta get to the right hand, and we tucked the front and thrown it all away. And that is a huge barrel roll for our bike. There is no damage on. I don't know if that will change or not, depending on how many times we crash. Probably. On to moving on to lap 2 then. And it's Harrison who's the next one up, because we dropped into 5th position here. We dive on Harrison into turn 2. In front of us, JJ's lost it and he's crashed. There was definitely contact between him and the car in front. Car in front, bike in front. Yeah, definitely 4 wheels. As now, going to the turn 5, I believe this was. It's a Harrison's crashed. How did Harrison crash then? Well, I don't know how Harrison's crashed, but Harrison has thrown it all away here on lap 2. That's the tricky turn 4. Easy to tuck the front there, as you just saw. Or is there a little bit more to that story than we know at the moment? As we're on for catching up to Zombie, I believe this one is. Yeah, Zombie's doing a great ride here at the moment. In P2 on lap 2. It is early on in a very long race here. This is like F1 type stuff, this. As me versus Zombie. Zombie usually chucks it up the road when I try and battle him, but instead of chucking it up the road, Posey's chucks up the road instead. That's not good for his race. Needed to go round the outside of Zombie there. Great move by us to get the advantage, and it's done. And see what Zombie can do to retaliate, but I don't think he can, as Harrison chucks up the road there as well. Again, Harrison chucks up the road a couple of times there. This is his POV on the turn 2 overtake from us. Bit laggy, but as you see, JJ on left hand side going off as well. We had the inside lights, we went out wide, so then from Harrison it's going to go up the inside of turn 4 possibly, which is this right hander, and we've lagged into it. Poor guy. I mean, I do have internet problems, but I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. So Harrison's crashed, and it wasn't his fault. But he did crash later on in that lap, and it probably wasn't his fault. As Joe, this is the rider we are battling on for P1 at the moment. As going into the left hander. Joe, do you want to talk about that, buddy? What just went on there? On his screen, it was a huge lag spike of me ramming him, and he goes and does a few flips. But we don't talk about that, I don't think, anyway. So with sportsmanship, of course we are. We're going to pull over to the left-hand side on the penultimate and last lap. Well, last couple of corners, that is. Let him back through, as it wasn't his fault that that happened. So then, moving on to the next lap, then we already catch back up to Joe after he gained a little bit of a couple of tenths there. We cut the corner slightly, but on the exit, Joe does the same thing. So you know, I'm kind of thinking, well, you know what, you cut the corner, that's like I cut the corner, so Are we going to be looking to go up the inside? If Joe hit up the inside of the left hand, of course we are looking up the inside. So we're holding Lorenzo through all the way in 2018, I believe it was, after trying to beat Marquez that year for the championship points. As we tucked the front, we're battling with Joe. No, I thought we were going around the outside there. We just pushed it too much. And we tucked the front, and Zombie's done the same thing as well. At the right hand, a tricky corner hit. Ryder's going down left, right, and centre. We've gone down like 3 times this run already. Zombie's gone into the deck. And next up for us is JJ again. Just going to see if we can get past JJ, who is on the green paint. We went on the green paint slightly as well, but so did he, so you know what, we'll go with it. As JJ's back on the green paint, he's tucked the front, and JJ's crashed again. Oh, this is chaotic. And now on to lap 6. This one is Posty versus Joe versus us for this Grand Prix win by looks. And they're in contact with Posty there as it through turn 1. That's just a different bike setup. I have to admit, I've got a lot of corner speed. As you'll see, going through this right-hander. On the power, we gained so much time, but I'm not really going to send on the inside just yet because those two are side by side, and I don't want to take one out and take too many risks in this race. Even though it's just a test race, we still want to keep it clean and not take too many riders out. As Poty's onto the grass, that's bad for him, definitely. As I get a penalty for that, because he cut it quite a lot there. I cut it slightly, but it wasn't a lot. This is not strict, by the way. And penalties will appear on the right-hand side if we do get any, which I don't know if we did or not. I can't remember. But moving on this battle for the win, it's us three all going for this. Zombie further back with JJ and Harrison. I don't know what those three are doing, but hopefully we get some more riders in as well. That's definitely a big one. As on this side goes Posty of Joe here, and we're going to do the same thing, follow Posty through past Joe. I'm going to get into P2 just like that. Now going to the fast with a couple of right-handers here. Posty's on the green, he's lifted off. So maybe he didn't mean to go on the green, maybe he thought he gained an advantage going on the green. So he's lifted off, let us through, and that is pretty much that. Taking the lead of the Grand Prix now, pushing away, setting fast lap after fast lap of the race, just like that. And we're into a 32.6 now. So the pace is quite hot for us right now in this Grand Prix. Heading out the last corner, 1 lap later then. Let's see if the consistency stays the same. We did 32.8 last time round. This time round it's 31.9, 9/10 quicker. Yeah, we're definitely gaining some pace here. Now on board with JJ further back as he's now tucked the front on lap 9. And he sent away that Yamaha, factory Yamaha. Now, still in P1 at this point on lap 11. Huge gap to the guys behind. But look at those tyres. Those tyres are dead. If I brake too much or if I do anything into this corner too much, I'm going to tuck the front. And we go really wide, too wide, and we just tuck the front there. Thankfully, with our big lead that we made up pushing those tyres early on, looks like we're going to be able to get away with it. 1 lap later, though, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, back down again. It's just the right-hander, okay? It's the tyre tabs that go up, and it just ruins me. And as you'll see, coming out to this corner as well, you get a huge power slide and the bike wheelies. We're back on the floor again. This is good because look on the menu map, I finally see a rider. So we are being caught here quite quickly. Right, so let's just get it all back together. Lap 13 out of 14, but on to the lap of the Grand Prix. If we chuck it away now, it's over. And we have. We've thrown it on the deck once again here. But we might just be able to get back on track before the leaders come round. And we do, but then we rejoined digitally. Posty's gone into us. Pair of us have crashed. And it looks like Joe may be able to win this race now. We get the bike back going. But once again, because that was our fault for rejoining dangerously, and I did feel bad for Posty there, we let Posty back through into P3. So let's see what happens on this final lap of the Grand Prix then. As battling for the P1, it's probably out of our reach. Even if we did do a 31.8 or whatever, I don't think we can do it on this kind of tyre wear. We've got to get this bike to the end of that one more crash. That's all I'm hoping for. But you can see through that fast right-hander how much the back wheel is going here. And it's going quickly as well. But I wonder if JJ's crashed, so obviously he's struggling as well. As we lose the rear again through that right-hander. It's just not sticking. And this isn't good as well, because Joe, who I found out is on the medium-hard strategy, Zombie's on the soft strategy, and don't know what he's doing on the soft strategy. He's trying to make it work, fair enough, and he's working for the winners. P2, beating Posty and I, who did wipe each other out. Well, you see that, I mean, I wiped him out, but it was accidental. There's no harm in that. It's a test race, right? Right? I don't know. As coming out to the right-hander, then on the power, the bike wheelies again, going to a 4th gear hit on the exit, going up the revs and the KMH, which is an hour. It's too many American things for this, and I'm British, so we'll see how it goes. Let's go to the couple of corners. Last sector turn now. Heading against the right-hander. Posty's crashed, and zombies crashed in synchronization. The pair of them were choked away in the last lap. As next up is Joe, and I don't think I'm going to get Joe, but we're going to push the limits here, going into the final corner of this race. And we've tucked the front now as well, and that has given Joe the victory. No doubt, because no one's going to be able to get close to him. So Joe wins, and we're going to come home in P4 in the end of that. 3 of us crashed on that, well, last sector. Yeah, the frustration from our motorbike rider. Yeah, that's, yeah. But Joe wins the race. It was a 22-minute race, and we narrowed it down to 10 minutes, so it's not bad. Now, on with the Moto 2 classes. Sorry, I forgot to add this before, but yes, 2 races here, as on the power with the Moto 2 bike, and it spat us over the top. And, yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but apparently you can't floor it straight away. And I almost did it again there as well. So, this is the only lap we actually do. We spent, literally, the whole laps, like, invalidating our runs in that. So this is the only lap that's going to count for us. We're just going to keep it away from the green. I don't want to invalidate this lap. I want to get the pole position on Posty Lad, who's done a nice lap there of a 37.4. I wonder if we can beat it. Coming to the line though, it's going to be a 36.9. Let's go. Pole position once again for Moto 2 this time. Remember, same track. It's called Misano. It's tricky, it's technical, and I think I've learned my mistake with going with the soft medium again, but it is only 6 laps. Let's see if it makes a difference in the Moto 2 class. So, here we go then for the start of this Grand Prix. We look behind us to see what's going on. And away we go for Moto 2 Grand Prix. We've had a terrible start. I did not expect the Moto 2 bikes to be that bad off the start, but I think it was just us being too eager on the throttle there. Heading into turn 1 then, a few close calls there, and a bit of contact, a huge amount of contact in fact. How nobody's crashed yet, I don't know. As just I say that, Harrison, yeah, he's the unlucky one and got fired off on the right hand side of turn 1 onto the grass, and he probably lost it after that. Posty going for a dive bomb on Joe there, didn't quite work for Posty. Posty's going to be weak out of this left-hander now on turn 7, which is this corner here. Posty's going to be weak, and we're going to be on the power hill for 2 now. See if we can catch up to Posty, maybe pass him on to the left-hander. It's going to be tricky for us. We're going to see if we can do it. The back wheel comes up, and there's just not really a gap. But Posty makes a mistake. He lifts up slightly, but there's no way through just yet on the Moto 2 machines. And yes, I know what you're thinking. My helmet does not match the bike until. We're just going to go with it for now, and I'll probably change it later. Going through the left-handers now in the final sector of the race. These two are battling hard, but I want to get involved in looking up the inside of the last corner. Remember what happened last time? We tucked the front, we're not doing that again. So we're going to continue on without tucking the front here. As going into the start and finish straight, it's GSR Joe with the advantage at the moment. As Posty's looking at the inside of turn 1, that's been brave from Posty if he makes that one stick, which he doesn't just yet. Heading into turn 2 then, we're going to look up the inside of Posty, almost made contact with him. But as you saw there, GSR Joe, he did a tight run, which means his X is going to be compromised. And once again, there's just no way through for us because there's 2 bikes in our way. If we do too much, we're just going to wipe them all out. The problem is when you're racing this close for this long. Right, so now, this is only lap 2 by the way, so there is a long way to go in this Grand Prix yet. So we are going to take it a little bit easy, as, get to say that, the tyres spun up me there. There is no tyre wear in Moto 2, I don't know if that was settings being wrong, so I don't know. Posty up the inside, left-hander though, huge dive bomb by Posty to get the advantage, but he gets through, gets past Joe there, which is a nice move from Posty to get the advantage. As JJ's crashed, as Joe's looking up the inside of Posty, that's not going to work for Joe. Can we get the switch back on Joe? He hit the curb there, but we get a huge tank sniper on the exit as well. So side by side with Joe, then into the fast right-hander. I don't think this is going to work out for either of us, so we're just going to have to sit in behind for Joe at the moment, who kicks the advantage for now. Now heading into through the fast right-handers again here. Is anything going to happen? Joe's crashed, and that's actually distracted Posty, I believe. Going through the right-hander, Posty stuck the front and taken us out with him as well. All 3 of us have crashed in the matter of 2 corners there. This is what happened to Harrison, by the way, who we said crashed. Well, JJ crashed and then Harrison crashed. This is what Harrison did. Yeah, I don't know what you want to make of that. That was basically Harrison being a bit of a bot with the throttle there. Unlucky for Harrison, but he keeps it upright, gets back on, and keeps it going. As now, mistake by Posty, he misses the apex hugely there, it's going to tie us all up again. But even bigger mistake there by Joe, he misses the whole apex there. And he misses the corner completely there. That's going to really mess up his run though, onto this long straight. We get past Joe, back into P2 here on lap 3 out of 6, half race distance. And get the advantage. Now Posty, what's he going to be able to do? As we go in really deep now, it's our turn to run wide. but there's no way back for GSR Joe at this point in the race. So I looked to see if he was on my left. He wasn't. He was still behind us this stage. So moving on then, GSR Joe has fallen back now. It's going to look like going to be a 1v1 between me and Posty. Heading through the final couple of corners then. Are we going to be able to get the advantage on Posty into turn 1? We got an amazing run. He got an okay run. It wasn't the greatest run from Posty. But he sets a fast lap of the race. But we dive bomb into turn 1 and get the inside line. Heading into turn 2, we get the inside line again. And we get the position. Although we go on the curb, well, the front wheel lifted. And Posty gets the advantage again. But on the switch back, possibly into turn 4 here. Back up the inside of Posty. But this one's probably not going to work, although Posty's missed the apex, so it might work. Still side by side of me and Posty here for the most of this lap actually. Through the Misano Grand Prix. As once again Posty misses the apex, we send it back up the inside of Posty to get the advantage on the back straight here. We take the lead in the Grand Prix, finally in the lead. Now heading into the braking zone. Do we keep this lead or do we run wide? We brake as late as we dare. Posty, I don't know where he is at this point. But we've managed to take the lead in the race. And Posty is looking to do the switch back on us once again, but it's not going to work, I don't believe. Hey, through the right hander, we run very wide though. It's going to send up the inside, of course he is. Posty, we're going to try and switch back and we mess up. GSR Joe's just crashed behind us. Oh, this is all happening. Now on to the final lap of the race. We've set the fastest lap to recatch Posty. Faster than our quali lap, that was 35. What a lap that one was. Right, we managed to catch up to Posty, get the advantage past Posty. Posty sends it straight up the inside of the contact and the pair moves me off the line. And he's got a gap now. Got to make sure we catch up to Posty. I didn't even realise it was the last lap until this point right here, because GSR Joe says, what lap is it, guys? Because he can't see it because he's got Twitch and he put the Twitch thing over the laps. And this is when I realised. So we're going to chuck it into 2. Well, it's been into this whole race, but we're going to definitely send to music. I don't know if Posty's got a penalty. I don't know if he thinks I have a penalty. But we don't have a penalty, but I don't know if he does. So we're going to continue pushing on here. Every 10th, every single second here is going to count in this Moto2 Grand Prix. Heading through the left hand, and Posty misses the apex hugely there. But he's going to get a cutback, and I know that's what he was going for. We get a bit of a bad exit there as well, which is only going to help Posty at least extend a couple of meters away from us. At this point in the race, now going to the very fast right-handers here. It's Posty. What is he going to be able to do if he can do anything here? With a couple of right-handers left, I don't think I can do anything to catch up to Posty. But we're going to try it, of course we are. Into the final right-hander. Posty's wide. We're going to look up the inside. There's a gap, but it's not really a gap. We get a huge tag slapper on the exit as well, which is not going to help us. Now, only one corner left in this Grand Prix. Can we get Posty up the inside? We're not close enough this time round. So we're going to set up for a switchback move, which hasn't really worked in our favour until here. Posty, it looks like he's going to win here at the Misano Grand Prix. But on penalties, we do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, don't get penalties in Moto2 or MotoGP. It could be the deciding factor on who wins this race.